Hey there, welcome to Petals, Crafts, and More. I'm Pat, and we're going to make this arrangement. We're going to start out with a half a piece of foam, and I just use a regular steak knife that I have in my craft room to cut that foam in half. And now I'm using this tape roll to measure where I want to center my flowers. The edges are going to have to come off for any size vase, and I want to measure where I can kind of make myself some boundaries. Now you'll see I'm doing something different. I'm going to use this bush. It's not in its entirety. I've cut some of it off, but the inner parts of it we're going to use as one. And the reason for that is to add some more height to our arrangement. This is a vase arrangement, and it could be placed in a vase or of some sort and placed in your home. But I'm making this one with the intention of a cemetery vase. So I want it to be a little bit higher, stand up a little bit more, and, wave at the crowd as they drive by. You'll see that I kind of rearranged the limbs in there, and I will be fluffing and rearranging throughout. It's going to be a red and white rose. It's going to go along beside the saddle that we made not long back. Look at that thing. It is off kilter for some reason. Will not set up, and I cannot find my little container that I normally set them in. So I'm just stuck with it. Flop it over and hit wheel a dozen more times. But that's okay. We'll just pick it up and keep on going. I'm tapering that. I'm wanting to keep this arrangement more open and airy. You'll see there that I put my stem in the glue, and then I put it as close to the main stem as I could. That's so that glue will attach not only to the foam, but to the other stem and really secure the flower, because like I said, I'm intending for it to go to a cemetery. Keep on placing here. Just kind of staggering them out, getting them a little bit shorter now, so it'll go down the vase more. I'm trying to hold, I'm going to make 2 of these, so I'm trying to kind of limit my products as best I can to cut down on cost. These are some of the better class, let's say it that way. Roses. Stop it. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my glue pot, keeping the temperature up on it. It's either smoking or it's not warm enough today. It did the same thing a couple of weeks ago, so it may be about time for a new glue pot. Like I said before, I want to keep it airy, but you can see right there that I am already getting back into my old ways and tightening up those roses and putting them together. It's really hard. I like a big full arrangement, but they're very expensive, and you can't sell them for what you've got in them, let alone make a profit off of them. So I'm wanting to get away from that and make them more airy and open with fewer heads and just more beauty, better arranging. And you'll see at the end of this, I have kind of spread it out some, but it's about half open and half me. Excuse me. I just cannot get rid of that cough. I thought the color and the texture of that eucalyptus would add a little something to the arrangement, and I think it did in the end. I think it did. Now you'll see here that these are just a few scraps. Again, trying to save on the cost. I went into my stash and found a few scrap leaves, and I'm using them as a filler to go around the bottom to keep the stems from being as apparent. You can also take some moss and intertwine it in the bottom of that arrangement, and it will give it a more fuller look. But Lord, is it a mess. Lordy, lordy, Lord. And trying to get glue in there and in between each and every one of those stems. It looks good in the end, but it's easier to put a few leaves in there. I'm telling you it is. Still got a gaping hole there and another one over here. I don't like it. Don't like it. But we'll figure it out. There we go. Went and got my Old Faithfuls. I'm almost out of these. I was saving them for a wreath that I have yet to make. But I need something to fill in there, and I don't have any smaller white flowers besides these. So we're gonna figure them out. Put a couple of stems of those in there. We're gonna end up cutting them down and then re-stemming them. So 2 stems does it. You still, once I get these placed, you still notice a couple of places that, to my taste, needed to be filled in. But once I fluffed it out, opened it up a little bit, it looks good, which you'll see here in the end. While I'm placing these last few flowers, I want to remind you that we have pages on a lot of the social medias. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest. Come visit us. We'd be glad to have you join our page on any of them. And also, let your friends and family know about our pages. And one way you can do that is by watering the flowers. I used to say spread the petals, but my son didn't like that. So we'll go back to watering the flowers. And you water them so they can grow. The whole community, your whole community, can watch our videos and learn more about making arrangements and have a opportunity of somewhere to purchase arrangements if they want to. And don't forget, saying that, we do have our Etsy, petalscraftsandmore.etsy.com. Don't forget to swing by there and have a look at what we have. I'm getting ready to put a lot more product on in there shortly.